And then, like you mentioned it, but I mean, I thought we withstood them really well.
Yeah.
Under that, it didn't look like 10 against 11, but then it was leveled up because that's one of the most, well, how can you politely say they couldn't really argue with their red. I don't think I've ever seen anybody commit a foul which is a straight red, then punch somebody, then punch another person.
I guess there's an element of frustration with the situation. But yeah, if you're going to talk about violent conduct, you ain't got to look any further than that. It is what it is. You know, we've had situations in the past. I think I highlighted it when Rory got sent off. And again, I don't know whether this influenced the ref on that occasion, but one of the boys put it up on our WhatsApp group. And the comment that I made is that when the coming together occurred, there's about 6 Belvedere players come steaming in, pushing Rory about in the ref's ear straight
That's
away,
right,
and there isn't one Tunbridge Wells player to be seen. And I actually said, look boys, next time something like that happens, I need to see our players getting in and looking after our player. Yeah. Ironically, you know, 2 of them have come in and end up getting a wallop for their troubles. But you know, no massive harm was done, and I think the game was pretty much gone. We had the fourth by that point, and they had their 25 minutes of having a man advantage and not really been able to capitalise. So
because we missed that, because it's worth saying, you know, before the game, where are the goals going to come? Reg gets hat tricks, Reg scores lots of goals. We didn't need him because D gets a hat trick. That's brilliant.
I mean, there's never going to be a day where we don't need Reg, but you know, ultimately he's entitled to a holiday. And Demando has stepped up and I've been confident. You know, we took Demando from 2 divisions below. I've been confident from the off that he would be a success for us, and it was just good for him to finally reap the rewards. But yeah, it's one game. We're really pleased. You know, boys, he's just made the Kent team of the week, which is great for him. Great for him. But let's see if he can, a bit like us as a team now, the challenge is, can we be consistent with it?
Yeah, well, that sets up somewhat really, because I know it's too early to say we should be there, but I bet you'd have taken 5th in the league at this time at the start of the season when we kicked off.
I think what I probably wouldn't have realised was how topsy-turvy the league was going to be.
Yeah.
I mean, with the greatest respect in the world, you look at the top 5, and I don't think anybody would have picked that, and that includes us, after 5 or 6 games. Now, granted, there's some teams below us, like Whitstable and Fisher and Rust Hall, who have got games in hand, but for me, it's not really about the league position at this moment in time. I'm not ecstatic with our performance against Kennington. I'm not ecstatic with our performance. What's the other one we lost?
Sutton.
We lost to Fisher and we lost to Sutton.
Yeah.
Sutton was a very, very tight game, and I think a draw would have been fair. I'm sure people say he felt they'd done enough to nick it, but I felt a draw would have been fair. But football isn't fair. Life isn't fair. If you don't concentrate for 97 minutes, as it was, that can happen. Fisher. Yeah, I thought Fisher were good for the win, to be honest. I think we went toe to toe with them for 75 minutes, then run out of legs when we had injuries. I've been very pleased with the Belvedere second half, been very pleased with the Snodland second half, and I've been very pleased with the Punjab 90 minutes. But to answer your question, I still think we've got to demonstrate we can be consistent over a period of 5 or 6 games.
Yeah, Phoenix is going to give us that opportunity. We look at the table and you think, oh, Phoenix, that's going to be an easy game. But like you say, Phoenix is going to be a really tough game. Okay, we're going a bit more confident, but that's going to be a real challenge again on Tuesday.
I would be surprised, although I live to be surprised, but I would be surprised if Phoenix aren't in and around the playoffs at the end of the season. Good manager, good players, good setup. People I've spoken to who have played them have said that they're probably one of the toughest teams they've come up against. And to go there on a Tuesday night, another away game, just to keep getting away games at the minute, it's going to be a big challenge. But if you can't go into it confident when you just won 4-1 away, when can you be confident?
Yeah, let's hope it's one of those sensational games where we come away with another 90-minute performance.
Be amazing. That's what we're aiming for.
Cheers.
Cheers.